you have to spice it up. You have to spice. You can't just stomp a
Yeah,
whole league.
exactly. You
Yeah.
can't just stomp because then nobody will watch your games because
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
over in like 15 minutes. So it's not interesting.
Yeah.
Hexakill.
Warden, thanks so much for joining us for the second episode of the Hexakill. I'm gonna jump straight into the first question. So we just finished the second week of UKLC. How do you think the team performed so far?
So I think the team performed as expected this week, right? Like a previous week, I think it was like an outlier of that one game that like everything goes wrong and we just lose. And I think this week is pretty much how everyone expected it to go. The fans, the viewers, the casters, even us, like especially us, we expected to come in and dominate. So I think this week went way better.
Now that everyone had a chance to look at all the other UKLC teams, how do you think we compare to them? You know, before when we asked this question, it was just speculations, just looking at the players. But now everyone had 4 games. So how do you think London compares to all the other teams?
Yeah, so I think we should be number 1 for sure. I think there's Demise and I think it's Enclave who are kind of close to us. And Vision showed some life as well, especially since they defeated us, right? So they must be good. Otherwise, we wouldn't lose to them. So I think these teams are definitely not bad. I wouldn't say they're good. I think we're better than them for sure. So I think we should be number 1, and the rest can fight for what's left, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking as well. So sort of we're clearly the NLC level, and for them, they're like the rest of them are like UKLC level, and they're fine at their level, and they can just keep fighting between them, and not bother us too much, really.
Yeah, we're going for NLC, and they can just fight in UKLC.
Yeah, exactly. That's the goal, isn't it? So now that you've played 4 games, are there any other junglers in the league that you are? Well, I don't want to say worried about, but sort of that you see as maybe worthy opponents or someone you just are looking forward to play again?
So yeah, I think the only jungler who I think is not bad, I guess it was the one that I lost. I think his name is Alex. I mean, they kind of went with a bit of a cheesy comp. We didn't expect this at all. So the next time we're definitely going to be prepared for that. They're not going to catch us by surprise anymore. I know some other junglers, but I don't think they're necessarily that good. So I think overall I'm probably the best jungler by far with my knowledge. Not necessarily like mechanics, but I think I just have way more experience than everyone else. So I think they're not my level at all. I think they're just okay. Maybe they have potential to grow. So I think so far the only one jungler has impressed me, and I lost against him, right? So yeah.
So I'm guessing you're looking forward to the next time you're going to be playing against them, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Olaf is getting banned, and let's see what the guy has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you were to compare the sort of Baltic esports scene to UK esports scene, how do you think it compares?
I think it doesn't really match up to the same level. I think the competition in UKLC is way better. I think Baltic League has a long way to grow. And yeah, I think it will not be maybe a year or 2 or even more until it reaches similar level. So yeah, I think Baltic scenes right now is not the best state. So
what were the things the team has learned in the first 2 weeks? Obviously, banning Olaf against that particular jungler, but any other things that you have learned?
I think we pretty much just struggle the most with communication, because I think right now, I mean, players in that team don't have the same experience as I do, so I have to push them a lot to communicate in the proper ways, and also I have to lead them to play the game in a certain way that I think is the best. So I think everybody is just starting to learn more, to be on the same page, and obviously to provide more for the team. I think right now I would say I have like 70% of responsibilities in the team to like do all the stuff. But yeah, hopefully I can share my load with other players, and we can go like in the even responsibilities.
Yeah. So what do you think we can expect from London in the remaining UKLC games?
Yeah, I think you can expect us not to lose a single game anymore. So yeah, I'm betting on that.
Yeah, it's great because I remember before the split started, I asked all of you guys, all of the players, like, if we're gonna, how you're gonna do, and a lot of you said either we're not gonna drop any games, or at worst, like we're gonna drop one game. So we did drop one game already, so you don't drop any more games, just because I really want to use those sound bits.
We had to like make room, you know. We say one game or maybe two games, you know, because sometimes stuff happens that you don't expect. So yeah, we definitely didn't expect them to pull out Lulu Olaf and just funnel all the farm. So yeah.
Yeah, it's you have to spice it up. You have to spice. You can't just stomp.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just stomp, because then nobody will watch your games, because it's just over in like 15 minutes. So it's not interesting.
Yeah. Welcome to the first part of the Hexakill quiz. As always, 6 questions. Some of them have options, and some have no options. So you'll have to guess the correct answer. So the question number 1, straight up, is: when was Lee Sin released? Because I know you love Lee Sin as a jungler. So was he released in 2010, 2011, 2012, or 2013?
I think it's 2010. It's literally season 1.
The correct answer is 2011, 1st of April.
Oh no! Oh yeah, they even had like the video where they published Lee Sin like as everything. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Well, that's sad.
Question number 2. When was the green ward removed from the game? Was it 2014, 2015, 2016, or 2017?
I think it was like in season 5, so I would say 2015.
That is correct. Season 5, patch 22, actually. Question number 3. How long is the Baron Nashor buff? Is it 120, 160, 180, or 220 seconds?
I think it's 160. I think it's 2 minutes 30 seconds.
The correct answer is 180.
Oh, it's 3 minutes? Wait, is that long?
Yeah.
I think it got buffed then. I think before it was shorter. Actually, I don't know.
Here we go. The new things you learned on the Hexakill. That's always a good thing. Question number 4. How many champions are in the so-called Void series of champions? 5, 8, 10, or 12? And extra points if you can actually name all of them.
Okay, wait. I will name them because it helps me remember. So it's Kha'Zix, it's Cho'Gath, it's Vel'Koz, it's Kog'Maw, it's Kai'Sa, Kassadin. I think that's it. I think it's 6. If there's an answer, that's 6. Wait, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. The
yeah, your mic's good.
Yeah, there you go. So the options are 5, 8, 10, or 12.
Wait, then it's 8.
You're correct. The correct answer is 8.
I don't remember the rest, but it's definitely not 10.
Yeah. So we have Cho'Gath, Kai'Sa, Kassadin, Kha'Zix, Kog'Maw, Malzahar, Rek'Sai, and Vel'Koz.
Yeah, Malzahar and Rek'Sai, I forgot.
Here we go. So question number 5. When were the Chroma skins introduced? Was it season 3, season 5, season 7, or season 8?
I think it's definitely not early seasons for sure. I played in those, I remember those. I think it's season 7.
The correct answer is season 5. It was the very first introduction of Chromas. No. They weren't as developed and as popular as it is now, but they were introduced in season 5.
Right.
So the last question for the part number 1 is there are no options, so you will have to finish the sentence.
Okay, I'm ready.
To finish the tagline. So it's about Lee Sin, once again, one of your favorite champions.
Okay.
Finish the tagline. Lee Sin, the blind
monk.
That is correct. Congratulations.
Okay. Cool. That was anticlimactic, by the way.
I know. I'm trying to put the last question as
you're
very,
trying to
very
easy.
Very
you're
easy.
Trying to give at least 1 point.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's my worry, just in case.
It's fine.
Comes
I
in.
got 3, I think.
Exactly.
So
you did really well. You did better than Raisins, I believe. So that's a good start. Isn't it?
Obviously.
Obviously. Do you feel like because you're still in Lithuania, the time difference, the +2 hours, does it have any impact on your gameplay, especially with the last week when we had the UKLC game starting at 9 p.m. UK time, so it was 11 p.m. your time? Did it have any impact at all?
I think it definitely doesn't help, right? I think it not necessarily has like a negative impact, but I would say the peak performance for most of the players should be like around 5-6 CT. So I think it doesn't necessarily do any damage, but definitely doesn't help, especially when the games get delayed or the matches take too long. Then then it might be a bit of problem because I'm playing close to midnight or sometimes over midnight. So yeah, I mean, it can be a negative, but so far I don't feel it. So that's good at least.
Yeah, I feel like so far one of the longest delays that we had in UKLC were sort of London games,
Yeah.
so we can't really blame any other teams, can we?
I'm at least happy it wasn't like at the end of the stream, you know, because then yeah, I would be playing well past midnight.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I guess it's obviously it's not great to play at a really late time, but it's not a secret that gamers tend to sort of play late into the night, so it's not an unusual occurrence, isn't? It's not like a football player that would have to play at 11 p.m. and would be completely screwed, you know.
Yeah, true. I mean, right now I think in esports overall, like players tend to have a way healthier lifestyle than before. So at least personally, I don't overstay too long because I think it's much better to wake up earlier, so you have like a healthier mindset and stuff like this. So yeah, personally, I don't overstay too long. So usually after the games are done, if it's going pretty late, it's like 30 minutes and I go to bed. So
that's one thing I really like to hear. I love the how a lot of current esports organizations are focusing on, you know, healthy gaming and healthy lifestyles, and actually, you know, not playing until 5 a.m. because it just really doesn't help your mental health, does it?
Yeah.
So your Twitter presence is sort of, what's the best way to say it? I'd say relentless could be a good word to use.
Yeah.
I remember yesterday when we had the viewing party of the UKLC games, we sort of discussed it a little bit, and it seems like you and Raisin sort of create a perfect balance in London social media, because, you know, Raisins is so great and positive, and you love to bring in a little bit of chaos, don't you?
Yeah.
So what's your relationship with Twitter? Do you enjoy using it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't use it before as much, but once I came into the UK League, I would say since our team was like favorites, I wouldn't say heavily favorites, but yeah, I just like to bring in some banter. I think it's super entertaining. Obviously, I don't mean most of it. I mean some of it. I'm definitely confident, and I think it shows. And I like to use it kind of as a weapon, right? So if I can strike fear into my enemies before the game even starts, that's, you know, that's a positive. So, and I don't think I will stop doing it because I think it's great content. By the way, I don't think it's necessarily only good for London or like me personally, but I think for the whole UKLC scene. So yeah, I definitely have some bangers cooking up. So.
Amazing. I love to see that, you know, a little just throwing in a little bit of chaos here and there just to make the games a bit spicier.
Yeah. Higher stakes, you know.
Exactly, yeah, exactly that. So if you post something saying like, oh, well, like your latest tweet saying like, oh, we had a great 2-0 victory and you can watch the VOD at 10 p.m. I genuinely love that. Absolutely love that. What about Twitch? Do you stream a lot on Twitch? And would you say both Twitch and Twitter, were they important to your esports career? Did they have any impact?
Yeah, so I used to stream on Twitch before the split started. I just pretty much streamed on my off time, and like I was warming up and stuff like this. Once I signed for the team, I didn't want to stream as much simply because I wanted to focus to improve myself, playing solo queue fully focused and scrims and stuff like this. So I think once the split is over and stuff like this, and it's like free downtime period, then yeah, I stream from time to time. And to answer another question, I think Twitter is definitely important. I don't think Twitch is necessarily that important for a pro player. I think it's more important if you're just a content creator. And I think Twitter is definitely important because it's one of the main platforms how you can find a team, tryouts, and stuff like this. It gives you better outreach to other teams or like managers in general. So I think for esports career, Twitter is definitely one of the most important things, and Twitch not so much.
Hello and welcome back to the second part of Hexakill Quiz. Question number 1. And so all of these questions will be related more towards esports, not specifically to League of Legends. Question number 1. How much was the buy-in for the new teams for the EULCS franchising? All of the amounts are in euros, and remember there were 2 different price points, so one for brand new teams and one for teams that were already part of LCS. So was it 8 million, 10.5, 12 or 15?
So I know that I think North America had 10. So I'm assuming that Europe will probably have the same. So I think it's 10.5.
10.5 is correct. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. It's a lot of money, isn't it? It's ridiculous amount of money.
I mean, yeah, but I think at that point these organizations have like plenty of investors, right? And franchising is completely different beast. So yeah, the money just keeps flowing, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those where when you think about it, 10.5 million euros is a lot of money,
Yeah.
but when you look at it from a business point of view, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I hope at least for those teams.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Question number 2, CSGO related, and sort of very current affairs related. Right now, who is the top ranked team in the CSGO HLTV ranking? There are 4 options: G2, Fnatic, Navi, or Astralis.
So I have almost no idea about CSGO. Honestly, it's the least like played game for me, I think. But I've been seeing some tweets from org, and I think it's G2.
That is correct. G2
Yeah.
is indeed the number 1 right now in HLTV. Why you're not a big fan of CSGO? I mean, from my point of view, you're from Lithuania, and I don't think anyone hasn't played CSGO growing up in Lithuania. I think it was just the pastime of everyone.
So yeah, so pretty much like I played it a lot, but I just I'm not really interested. And one of the reasons why I'm not interested is that I have never been good at FPS games. Like I'm complete garbage at playing those games. So I mean, one of the reasons I'm playing League, right? So because a lot of players just play CS:GO, and I just played League because I mean, I think in CS:GO it's like only a 4-star gold or something. I don't know even the ranks, but yeah, I was super bad. So I think I just pretty much distanced myself from these games because I'm just pretty bad at them.
Well, in that case, the question number 3 is also about a first-person shooter game. What was the largest concurrent player base for PUBG, so Player Unknown Battlegrounds? Was it 2.5 million, 3 million, 3.2 million, or 4 million? So what was the largest amount of players playing at one specific time?
So it's gonna be a like shot in the dark for me. I think it's maybe 3.2 million.
3.2 million is correct.
Yes!
You're absolutely on fire today.
God damn.
There we go.
I'll go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Question number 4. What is the best-selling video game of all time? And extra points if you can name how many copies of the game were sold so far.
Okay.
So is it Tetris, PUBG, CSGO, or Minecraft?
Oh, okay. So it's definitely either Tetris or Minecraft, by the way. The other two are out because, I mean, these games are just way too popular. Now, the real question, I mean, Tetris has been out for longer, for sure. And I think it's Tetris. I have to go with Tetris, actually.
The correct answer is Minecraft. At least to the latest information that I could find.
Yeah.
Tetris was
50-50
always,
for me, so.
yeah, exactly. Tetris was always the king because as well it was included in so many, you know, phone games and mobile games and everything like that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, Minecraft has sold over 200 million copies of the game, which is a ridiculous amount of money.
Is there even that many kids in the world?
No, I'm sure like there's a lot of adults who have like 5 different copies of Minecraft, you know, for every single device.
Probably, right?
Question number 5. When was the Steam platform released? And there's also a follow-up question as well that can score you some extra points. So, was Steam released in 1998, 2000, 2002, or 2003?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll Google that now. So, from the time that I started playing, I don't remember Steam being up. So, wait, can you repeat the answers again?
So the options are 1998, 2000, 2002, or 2003.
I'll go with 2002. Just guess.
You're very close, but it's 2003.
Oh, okay, then. I mean, I was just guessing, honestly, not gonna lie.
Now, for extra points, can you? It's a sort of more of a joke, but once I figured out, once I read it on Reddit, it just blew my mind. What's the connection between Steam as the platform and the company that has released it? Obviously, like when I say connection, what is? Sort of the...
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's like cogs that turn and stuff like this. Now it's been like their brand kind of Gearbox. No, wait, it's not Gearbox. I just know that it's like spinning cogs pretty much. something like this.
Yeah, I'll give you half a point from the half a point available. So when I first realized that, so the company that has released it is called Valve, and the platform is Steam. So you turn the Valve to release Steam. It just once I figured out, it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, and question number 6, as always, no options, so you have to guess it
Use
yourself.
my brains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many teams
my
in
best.
LEC?
It's 10.
It is 10, yes, congratulations.
Oh.
As always, a very easy question
Yeah.
to end it off.
Through.
Triple kill. Quadra kill.